We can start today with the basic available to promise processing in S/4HANA Public Cloud Edition. The first things is the idea behind an available to promise check in sales. So you learn. So for that, in sales and delivery processing, a sales department usually has to make a binding. I shut down this. So, if you use SAP S/4HANA Cloud Public Edition, only two methods are available. A check against the available to promise quantity and a check against product allocation. In this presentation, the check against the available to promise quantity is covered, which is also the most commonly used method in practice. If we are talking about an availability check in this video, this only refers to this type of check. So, let's start directly by the demonstration. So, for that, creating a first sales order. In this video, you will learn to create a sales order with an ATP check. For that, we need, first of all, we already had a customer. So the next step to learn better, we create together a new material only for this demonstration. So for that, I can use the Theory app, manage product, or I can use the WebKey application MM01. So for that, I will use manage product master data in a app. So I'm going to create manage product master data. Just waiting. So I'm going to create right now. I click on create. I define a product number. So to identify, and for this demonstration, I will create a T for test, ATP, and 100 for the first. And I'm going to select the trading goods. I will enter the description: flow trade CH1. The unit, the pieces, the common best used unit, and I click on OK. Then I complete all the mandatory field that we, for example, the basic SAP. I create also in French and in English FR flow trade. Okay. The next one is sales. Transportation group, pallets. That the next one is distribution chain. I need to define the distribution chain if I want to create a sales order with this material. So I click on create. So I enter each time the mandatory field that are sales organization and distribution channel. I enter the sales organization, the distribution channel, the plant also, the item category group, mandatory also, norm, standard item, and I define also the classification, full taxes, 0. So, okay, I click on apply. So, sales, okay. Distribution chain, okay, right. Next, plant, create. KPC1 for plant. Define also the profit center. I know it's always take a long time each time I select the profit center. It's weird. I don't have a lot of profit center. So this one, so I don't want to use a serial number profile. Configuration no, that the cells, loading group, and the inventory, and the availability check. So, and see no ATP check, SP stock and plain SR stock and release, and ST consider only stock. So I keep. So I will make also a video to a tutorial to explain the differences between all this availability check. So we keep in standard this stock and so purchasing and don't have MFP type for gas consumption is good. So low site procedure, low for order exact. External procurement is good. Special type, okay, I click on apply and I just enter next as evaluation. So I go into evaluation area, I click on create. I complete, I fill valuation area for the valuation area is the key PC, my valuation class, trading goods, and I define 100 and I apply. So I click on create. Right now I've got a product and the MFP controller. Okay, so right now I've got a product configure for ATP, basic ATP. So let's start. If I have a look about this material, for example, I'm going to the application coverage, monitor coverage, natural net individual segment. I just want to show you before that I've got no stock for this material before to create my first sales order for this material, and then we will see how the system react if I enter a new need without stock to cover the new need. So I enter the material. So as you can see, in an individual segment, in the detail managed material, that stock availability is null. No red, no green, because for the moment I have nothing on my material. So right now, create my first sales order to check how the system reacts. So for that, I'm going to use manage sales order. I can use V1 or V2. I will going to use both each time, manage sales order. I click on create sales order VA01. The order type OR for standard order is entered. And I'm going to use my own organizational data for OR and my sales organization KPC1, Z1, Z1. Then I enter in sold to party the customer that I want to use, MBDA, for example. Okay, I enter the sold to party. Then the customer reference to LNATP. Then I enter. They requested delivery date of all sales order items before to enter material. So if by default, if the D date, the customer requested also a complete delivery, I unflag complete delivery. So the customer required the material, for example, on 1 month later for that in 27 October. So as you can see, the first date is automatically updated in the whole item area. So next, show the item overview. Item overview is better to enter material. So in the first line, I entered TATP 100. Now, enter 100 in the order quantity field. Confirm by pressing enter. So, enter 100. I click on enter. Now, SAP S/4HANA execute all the function in the background defined for this document in customizing CBC. Then the product availability check is activated for the operation and the material. The availability check is also executed. If all material of the sales order are available as requested, the execution of the check is not visible to the user, and the results are documented via schedule lines confirmed as requested. So, as you can see, I've got a review availability check result. Again, because one of the materials are not available as requested. So the execution of the check is visible to the user. So the system confirmed me that on the confirmed delivery date, 0 quantities are available. If I have a look to the detail, as you can see, to ensure the best result of your summary, please choose the option below. Yeah. I click on the detail. Again, I've got the information about confirm material availability date is good, confirm delivery date, material planned, intermediate result, as you can see, requested, the information, the detail, I can expand and confirm. So I click on apply. Again, both. So choose schedule line for item. Select my line and schedule line for item. So a schedule line which has been confirmed or not as requested exists for the item. In our case, that means that the material is not available on the desired date and the desired quantity. The delivery creation for the due and confirm schedule line cannot be carried out on the material availability date or transportation planning date. So, what is the goal right now? If we execute an MAP, or for example, we set initial stock, or a partially initial stock, we will see how the ATP check react to this change. So, as we can see, we are not able to confirm any quantity. If I select my line and again, I click on item availability, the system calls again, and I want to go to the detail. Previously, perhaps you remember, you have perhaps two buttons. If I go to the process in legacy UI, the system confirming again exactly the same things, no quantity available, not possible. If I click on a scope of check, for my availability check, the system take account with stock in transfer, with quality inspection stock. For future supply, the system take account with shipping notification. Also, the requirement, to take account the requirement with sales requirement, with delivery, with reservation, with plain order, with production order. So, I save right now my sales order. So I go back, continue. So we stay for this moment for one item, but we can have also several line, and we need to confirm partially, totally the sales order in case also if the customer need to have the information about the all the item. So I click on apply and I save. Edit. Yeah, I do not enter complete data. Cross weight for 1 kilo and the price. Okay, that is the detail. I save. Right now, I will create I'm going to the application, coverage, monitor coverage, net individual segment. For my material, and I go to the manage material. So right now I've got a stock, the row, quantity is available, and I've got a customer order that consume 100 pieces. I can execute the immediately, but I will generate automatically initial stock. For that, manage stock, I select the material TATP 100, okay, for the plant key P01, and at storage location for the central warehouse, I click on the icon for which stock I want to add pieces or increase the stock. For example, unrestricted use stock, I want to add, for example, 50 pieces, okay, and I post. So right now, I've got 50 pieces available. What will be right now the reaction of the ATP check? So I go back. I call the application manage sales order. I can do it manually, but also I will show you how we can manage automatically an ATP check in S/4HANA Public Cloud. I select the line, I go to the detail, I select change, I select my line, I go to the schedule line, and right now I activate, I redo an item availability. So right now, since the material is not available as requested, again, the review availability check screen appears. This provides the user with information on the ability situation of the sales order item. For the item 10, material TATP 100, right now, 15 pieces are confirmed on the requested date. Previously, no pieces Sorry for the interruption, low battery, and my computer shut down. So I show you again my screen, and I show you how to connect in S4 and app cloud. It's a full web. Okay, with SSO. So I go back to my sales order, manage sales order. I go to the detail of my sales order. So I changed, I generate my user session, delete alt again. Okay. I go to the schedule line and I do again an item availability. So as we have set initial stock for a partial quantity of the material TATP 100. So right now, 50 pieces are available. So if I click on apply, or if I go to the detail of the availability, the system are able to tell me that 50 pieces are right now available. I click on apply. When I do it, that, as you can see, right now, 50 pieces are confirmed. So if I create a new sales order, for example, if I had, for example, a new item, for example, TP80, exactly the same, for example, 1 pieces, review availability, as you can see, no confirmed quantity available. The system is simple. If you confirm automatically the quantity, even if you are in make to stock, the system reserves this quantity for this item. So I click on apply and I save. If edit, okay, because I complete, it's always the same things for the item. One unit. I have to complete the material and the price and 100. And I save. So at TP works well. So if right now I'm going again, I go back to manage covering, monitor covering material net individual segment. I select again my material TATP 100. I click on go. I select my line and I go to manage material. As you can see that 50 pieces are available. First, customer order. Then I execute a MRP run. So the MRP run will create a plain order. So I refresh my screen. Okay, our purchase order. So right now, I've got in real stock 50 pieces. I will have in 21 October, 51 pages older with receipt that cover my need, my customer needs. So right now, if I go back to my customer order, what will be the reaction of the ATP check? Again, I select my sales order, or also I can use an open in a stock requirement list. Stock requirement list, let's say MD04. I want to go to this customer order in change. Again, I select my line, I go to the detail and in schedule line. If I redo ATP check, again, what is the result right now? 100. Your question is, oh, it's weird. Why the system do not confirm? Because I created a purchase order. Again, do you remember what is take account of this in the scope availability? If I go to the process in legacy ID, if I click again on the scope of check, what element are take account for my ATP? If I've got a look, I say that with purchase requisition is not tick. I say that with purchase order included is TO. So right now, I still have 50 available. The system is not able to take account purchase requisition. If I understand exactly what you explained, say, okay, right now convert the purchase requisition to purchase order. That I select my purchase order and I go in modification. I go to source of supplied. I defined a supplier for example, the KPC1. This one, for example. Okay, is not maintained for. Okay, I just have to extend my material for purchasing. So I will show you correctly how to do it, all these things. So MM01, create material. Okay, enter the material. I select the view purchasing. I click on enter. I enter the plant. I define some information as a purchasing group. And the material group is trading material. It's good. It's good. Okay, and save. Okay, and I go back to the material requirement list for the material ATP100. I select again my purchase authorization. I go in change. I enter the fixed vendor for the purchasing organization KPC. I enter my supplier. I enter the purchasing group. Click on enter. Okay, I just have to get okay. As I click on save, I refresh. I double click on the purchase requisition, and right now I want to convert to purchase order. I select my purchase requisition and I click to adopt. Okay, I just save, nothing else. I refresh. So right now I've got a PO item created. So I go back to my customer order. I click on change and I go again in the schedule line for item. I do it a new availability check. And right now, as you can see, the confirmed quantity is 100 because I convert the purchase requisition to purchase order. So I click on apply. I click on apply. Right now, the confirmed quantity is 100. So I save. Right now, I'm able to create for this item an outbound delivery. As you can see, if I do select sales document deliver, for as I just have to deliver in a few days, the systems are notable, but just have to change, for example, to change the state. I will be able up. Why? Yeah, it's true. Check the note in the log. It's a good example. If I have a look right now, uh, has convert my purchase requisition to purchase order. That do not mean that I've got the stock available. That means I will have the stock available at the future supplier, the future Z. So my ATP are able to take account my real stock and the futures supply stock. So in this case, if I create before I received the material in stock, I still available to create a outbound delivery, but the system automatically redo an ATP check and change automatically the delivered quantity with the availability stock. Open quantity 100, real delivery quantity available 50. So I do not say. So do you have any question about this introduction about the ATP check in S/4HANA Public Cloud? So if everything is clear for you, I tell you, see you later, and do not hesitate to ask me any information about this process. I will show you a tutorial about the different between the different availability check between SR, ST, SP, and NC.